Network troubleshooting on an Ubuntu server is usually going to deal with one of two things. It's going to deal with verifying that you have an IP address and then verifying that you have an internet connection. I'm not saying there's not any more to it, but those are the two most common things that you'll be checking for. You'll need to know that the server has an IP address, whether it's been assigned by the router through DHCP or it's been specified in the configuration file. We'll talk more about that in this course. But to simply check whether or not the Ubuntu server has an IP address, you'll use ifconfig, or interface configuration. Using ifconfig, which is the equivalent of ipconfig on a Windows system, you can see whether or not you have an IP address. It will be specified here on the second line where you see inet ADDR, inet address. We're looking at ETH0 here. And then moving down, you see inet address, and then 10.0.0.17. That is my IP address on my network, my local IP address. So I have an IP address. Do I have an internet connection? I think the easiest way to do that is to simply ping something at the outside world, and I usually decide to ping google.com. So just ping google.com, and if you get output like this, you know that that was successful. If for some reason you don't want to ping google.com, you can ping any website you would like to, and you should see a similar kind of output. Okay? So you can do that there. Now, another thing I like to do is install a program on Ubuntu server called Lynx. Lynx is going to allow you to surf the web. It is a command line web browser. To install that, you would simply do sudo apt-get install Lynx. Now, I have Lynx installed on this system, so when I do it, you can see here it's already installed. There's nothing else to install. And then I can call up Lynx using the Lynx command. That's going to call up the program. I can use Control-G to get a URL bar, address bar here. And then I can type in an internet address, and you can see here that I am at Google. Is this thing on? Am I really on Google? Hit enter and then enter again for your Google search, and you can see I am actually on the internet. Now again, pinging is just fine. There's no reason that you have to use Lynx. I simply like to have it on my server. Especially if I'm troubleshooting that server, it can make it really easy. I see a lot of IT guys, they have their iPhone out or they have their Android phone out and they're Googling, how to do something on the server. For me, it's easier just to do it on the server itself. And that's why I use Lynx, but you're certainly welcome to do whatever works for you. So again, in summary, you can get your interface information, including IP address, with ifconfig. And to verify that you have a connection to the outside world, that is the internet, you can ping something out there. You don't want to ping something on the local network. You want to ping something out there. And I choose to do google.com most of the time. And then you use Control-C so that it will stop pinging. Otherwise, some people are like, how do I get this thing to stop pinging? Control-C will cancel that process. It'll kill that process so that you're no longer pinging google.com or whatever you've chosen.